Yo, what's up? Eric Wong here with a BJJ routine. So this routine is gonna get your body, not just your hips, definitely gonna get your hips ready, but your entire body ready for a BJJ session, whether this is a tournament, whether it's before your class or just before rolling with some buddies, okay? So what's really important here is technique and activation of all the muscles that you're trying to use in BJJ. So we're getting all the core muscles active, but we're getting those deep hip rotator muscles active, the groin, the hamstrings, glutes, all the big muscles active, lats, pecs, everything's going on. Because in BJJ, you can find yourself in whatever weird situations, weird positions, and being able to move your body in and out of those positions is gonna help you in your matches, okay? So this can be done in one of two ways. It can either be done as reps of an exercise, so you do one exercise, anywhere from 6 to 10 reps of each, and then you move on to the next exercise. Or, I know you BJJ guys, you like to flow, so you can also do it as a flow. But what I recommend is you learn the exercises first, learn the technique first, going through the station method, so one exercise after another, and then go into the flow once you've got the technique down, okay? So let's start off. First exercise, we got the BJJ quad stretch, aptly named because looks like a BJJ type of move, okay? So you're gonna post up, one hand behind you, opposite foot's flat on the ground, and you're gonna come up, hips off the ground, and then drive that knee down towards the ground, okay? You're gonna feel a big stretch across the thigh here in the quads, but then when you're at the maximum stretch, what you wanna do is just think about squeezing your glute, and that's gonna get a little more stretch in the hip flexors, in the psoas, okay? So you're breathing naturally, just for good form. Protect your face. Okay, so I'm going, trying to get that knee to the ground, squeeze the glute, and I could feel, boom, increase in activation there, increase in stretch actually, sorry. And the reason why is because when you squeeze the glute, pulls you into hip extension, and that pulls more stretch on the quads and the hip flexors, okay? So you wanna do anywhere from 6 to 10 reps here. When you're done, you go right into the tripod reach, and you're gonna see the flow in action. So here, I'll give you a little side view. Post the hand behind you, fingers pointing away, feet pointing straight forward. Bridge your hips up. Follow your hand with your eyes, and reach right up and over, okay? So you're trying to bridge up as high as possible. Follow that hand with your eyes to get that full extension through the spine, and go back and forth. With this one, you want to inhale on the way up. Okay, angle it a little more. Inhale on the way up. That facilitates your thoracic extension, so you get more range of motion. Okay, again, 6 to 10 reps per side there. From there, you can just flow over. So say I just finished here, flow over to the 4 quad position. So here I'm going to do the sit through. There's 2 ways you can do this. I just recommend you do both. So you're pivoting on the ball of the foot, drop the hip to the ground. Remember to protect your face. Always ingrain those good habits. Breathing naturally, back and forth. You could also reach the leg. Reach the leg. So you know when you got to slide into different positions, say from side mount, belly to belly to sliding, where you got the scarf hold, back and forth there. Okay, so that's the sit through, all right? Next up, we have Hindu push-up. So you get to the quad position, walk yourself forward, and let me show you here. What you wanna do, drive your ass up to the air, make sure you're in extension, you're trying to stick your butt out as much as you can, and then drop down, and then forward. And then up, looking up, trying to extend, pull those shoulder blades down and back, okay? Inhale, exhale. Controlling yourself the whole way, okay? Again, 6 to 10 reps is a good number. All right, let me show you the side view here. Make sure you see this. Ass is up. And down. So I'm drawing a circle with my chest. Big circle. There we go. From there, so I say I end up here, I'm just gonna drop down, quadruped 4-point position, and do some rocking. So for the rocking, shoulder blades down and back, head up, tops of feet flat on the ground, just drive your hips back, okay? Trying to get back and forth, butt to heels, and you'll wanna do this, you can do a ton of reps here, like 30, 40, 50 reps even. It's really easy. But what's happening is it's just mobilizing your hip joint. And what you wanna do is 10 reps in one position, and then you squeeze the knees together a little bit. 10 reps there, keeping the head up, big chest, shoulder blades down and back. Elbows are straight. Okay, and then go wider. Drop it right back. Because this is gonna be really helpful when you get onto that mount. Because when you get onto that mount, you're gonna, depends how big your guy is. You know, you could be a little guy down here, you gotta squeeze him. You'd be one of those big bosses. You gotta get a little wider, but it's gonna help to mobilize that joint so that you can put all your weight down. So all my weight's down, you can be heavy on the mount, okay? Squish them a little bit, make it a little bit tough to breathe. All right, so that's the rocking. Anywhere from 30 to 50 reps there. Have fun with it, all right? It's not too hard. From there, you go into the Spider-Man crawl. So I can just walk forward. Key to this is stay low, and you're moving opposites. So opposite leg, opposite arm, eyes are up, okay? You can go backwards, which I'm gonna do right now, to stay in frame. Staying low, elbows inside the knee, moving opposites, okay? Up to 20 steps here. Back and forth. There you have the Spider-Man crawl. Okay, from here, you can just come up into a deep squat position, ass to grass if you can, hands on the ground. Heels up if you have to, or you can go feet flat. Depends on your hip mobility for your squat. Now, if you have trouble getting deep in the squat, hip flexibility solution, check out that squat routine as well. And of course, do the main program. Like I said before in some of the other modules, these are add-ons. They're not substitutes for, but in addition to the main program, okay? There's my friendly disclaimer message. Hands on the ground. Here, you're gonna crawl out, stay low, like that. Just back and forth. Crawl out, stay low, okay? What you wanna do is try and control the leg. So not just shooting it out really quick, but bringing it in under control and reaching it out under control. So this one's a little tough for me, especially because I work those lunges big time and my groin is tight, okay? Crawling back and forth. Again, 6 to 10 reps for you there. Last exercise, kind of like a sequence. What you're gonna do from the steep squat, break fall, feet up overhead. You can touch ground if you want. If you got the flexibility, stand up. Break fall, touch, stand up. Pretty simple. That's it. All right, guys. That's a fun routine. Gets you warm. Got a little sweat going. That's perfect. So that's going to prepare your body for BJJ. It's going to activate muscles, really work on the hips, gets the core fired up. All the upper body muscles are working, lower body's working. We got it all right? So enjoy that, give it a shot. Make sure you let me know how you like it. Remember, you could do that in flow series as well. So you could do like 2 to 4 reps of each exercise and then move on and just flow through, do like 3, 4, 5 rounds of a flow. But I recommend you do that after you've mastered the technique and you've got all the little details, because the details do make a difference, all right? So do that up, let me know how it goes. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.